Matt, you've been playing Killing Floor 2. Tell me
Yes,
all
I
about
have.
Killing Floor 2. Because I'm someone who hasn't played Killing Floor at all. Ben's played Killing Floor 1 but not 2. You've played Killing Floor 2 but not 1.
Yeah,
That's as far as I'm
yeah.
gonna go. Tell me about Killing Floor 2.
Well, best way to explain Killing Floor 2, it's Call of Duty Zombies meets Left 4 Dead meets Gears of War Horde mode. If you can kind of sort of imagine the...
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. So basically, it's an online multiplayer, well, online co-op game where you have to survive waves of Zeds, which I don't know why they couldn't call them zombies, but we'll never know. And there's quite a different variances between the zombies. So you have like your usual ones, a bit like cannon fodder, up to like the big fuckos that have like chainsaws, and ones that are called flesh pounders, which don't ask why.
I love the name. Like, for obvious reasons, it's just terrible.
I think I
Yeah.
said before it sounds like a name for a stripper.
Yeah, a really terrible stripper.
A male stripper.
Yeah. I don't want to know what his lines are, really.
Yeah. So,
Back on.
Killing Floor. I've not played the second one, but Killing Floor 1 was it was all right. It was a bit monotonous to start with because it has to be a co-op game as well. You can't really play it on your own. I tried on my own once and I just got absolutely swarmed. Um,
Mm.
but it has a lot of various elements to an online survival wave
Yeah.
kind of aspect. So you've got different classes,
Yeah.
you've got your different weaponry, and you've got your various enemy types.
Mm.
And I'm not sure if they've changed much in the second one. I think there wasn't as many like it was just basically survive. I don't know if the second one's got like objectives that you have to pass or something like that. I'm not sure if that's any different.
No,
Um,
it's still kind of just survive at all costs. I mean, there are like some new stuff in it. There's like a weekly game mode where they put a unique twist onto it. So like for example, I think like this week's one is where if the more you damage the enemy, the more they get smaller and smaller. And smaller.
Mm.
If you so basically like, they suddenly become Haitian like, hello, I'm going to try and kill you.
God.
That's gonna go into the call. That's gonna go into the calling shit.
Right,
But
so-
anyway, yeah,
Yeah, go on.
sorry.
Go on.
Yeah, so you got that, and then there's a PvP mode actually. So one side are like the survivors, and the other
Yeah.
side you actually play as the Zeds. So
okay.
yeah, I've actually forgot to mention that in the other recording.
Yeah, because this is our
So yeah,
second
there's
attempt. Just, you know.
yeah, this is our thing. Yeah, so there's a PvP. So basically, one team is the survivors, one team as the Z zombies, whatever you want to call them these days, and you know, whoever's last, well, whoever wins, like if the Zeds killed the humans, and if the humans survived the maximum amount of waves. So yeah, there are some like I'll probably say from your description of Killing Floor 1, there are some smaller changes to it, but I think
Okay.
but it still keeps that kind of I'm trying to think of the word, ambiguity.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
So
familiarity.
Yeah.
That's what
because there's like 100 different zombie games. Like I've played so many, I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna become one. How does it sort of? Has this been like in sort of like much different, or is it just kind of more of the same?
If you're comparing to Left 4 Dead, le, le, it's not very objective based. It's more just survive and
Mm.
survive, beat the boss, and that's it. On to the next one. So there isn't really much of a story there, which I would have been interested to find out, but it never really told me. I had to actually physically go look up the story, and it was like just the bare bones. It was and effectively spoilers, but you probably won't care about this. But it is basically Evil Corporation does some experimentation, and said experimentation get loose and start infecting the whole of Europe.
Isn't that just Resident Evil again?
Yeah, it's kind of that. Well, there is a Brexit joke in there somewhere.
Ugh. Ugh.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Fucking killed me now. Christ.
Yeah, because
I think we've all become zombies after that.
Well, cause I've just become really desensitized to it. I mean, does it have kind of like at least kind of a linear story to it, or is it basically just, here's some maps, here's some modes, you can do the legwork. Let me know when you're done, and I'll give you a new map.
Yeah, that's pretty much. You've pretty much explained it. There really isn't there is a story, but they haven't, taken the effort to show it.
So it's definitely secondary then.
Right.
Yeah, effectively it's just like kill zombies. That's it.
Right. Was that what the first was like? Was that the same thing?
Yeah. Yeah, they've probably thrown in a few other different elements into the second one, but pretty much it sounds like it's remained the same.
Alright, Matt, in your opinion, do you reckon it's going to have, like, a long life, or you reckon you'll be putting it down after, like, a couple, let's say, month or so?
I mean, every so often I do come back to it because, like, it's actually quite interesting just to, like, play with a class and sort of progress through it. So, there's a good variety of classes, so there are reasons for me to come back to it as like for an hour and 2 hours. So it does have enough shelf life, and it has because I reviewed it on the Xbox because that's what all it has. So it's been out for a while, and there's still quite a strong community with it. So it's probably going to survive quite long. So I mean, if I left it for a year and came back to it, I would fully expect it to be like online and playing. There's definitely reason to come back.
Alright, cool. So, we'll
Okay.
keep this one relatively short and sweet, because this is the second recording we've tried. Matt, where can where can people read your, review? Where? Matt?
Well, you can
Oh, well,
read. I was expecting another where. I was thinking, yeah, I'm just going to wait. Well, if you want to read up my review on Killing Floor 2, you can read it at your own pleasure at www.xnvr.co.uk, and you can follow me on Twitter at Mr_Clements22. You can follow Darren at XNVR Darren, and Ben.
You
Just
can't follow me because I'll run away. I feel like I'm
Yeah,
being stalked,
he likes to play
so I'll
hard to
run away.
get.
Yeah,
You can find me via carrier pigeon.
yeah, much like Lord Lucan.
Alright, Matthew. Thank you, dear.
If you put a message in a bottle, I'll eventually get it.
Eventually.
Yeah.